Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Dee. I want to thank you for tuning in to Pantheon ENT for another interesting discussion. This discussion, I'm I'm really on the fence about it, and the reason why I say that is because I don't know what I would have done if I was in this man's position. So here's the story: a man in Nevada was driving today along in traffic, and he was behind a Brinks truck. The Brinks truck hit a pothole, and one bag fell off the truck, weighing 75 pounds. So he pulls over, grabs the bag, and calls the state trooper. Inside of the bag is a little bit over $500,000. Remember, I told you the bag fell off a Brinks truck. He turns the bag in. They count the money. It's a little bit over $500,000. On the radio, when I'm listening to this, when they said the bag fell off the back of a Brinks truck and the truck kept going, in my mind, I thought, hell no. I would have called the cops because the trucks have cameras on them and have guards on them, armed guards or whatever. And I'm thinking, yeah, I would have called the cops or whatever. So I wouldn't have no felonies, no issues. The government's not coming after me or whatever. Then I think in my head, as the story goes on, the bag was unaccounted for. The bag wasn't even supposed to be on the truck. In my head, I go, I don't know. Knowing what I know now, $500,000 unaccounted for. The bag wasn't even supposed to be on the truck to begin with, which means they would have never known it was missing, which means they would have never known to look for it. That's a test of my morals and my faith right there. Because God said, turn that money in. Deandra Bill said, let's put us on easy street. But I kind of agreed after I, listened to it. Okay, I agree with the man turning the money in. My conscience would have been saying, bitch, you crazy. But then they go on and they say he called the state troopers. The state trooper opened the bag, seeing the count of how much money was in there. And they didn't even give the man a reward for turning the money in. They got me fucked up. And the reason I say that is because he did the honest thing. He turned the money in. You can't give him a finder's fee? A reward? You gonna shake his hand and say, good job? Thank you? Nah. I ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing that at all. And then they raised a good point was the state trooper opened the bag. The count said it was like a little bit over $500,000. How much of that money did they really keep is what Alright, guys. So I've been following the bag of money story for the longest now. And one guy said, come on, guys. We pray to God for help every day, and a bag of money fall out of a truck and you give it back. That's like rejecting God's help. I tend to agree with that young man. Even though God is really telling you, you got to do the right thing. Return that money. Me and God would be beefing for a little while. And I'm not saying I would beef against God, because that ain't my MO. But that's $500,000. 75 pounds? Even in singles? That's a lot of money. Let's think about it. Think about it if it was 75 pounds of hundreds. 50s. Hell, I'd take 20s. I'd take the dollars. Alright, so I'm sitting here thinking, how could I justifiably be able to pay off my student loans, buy the car of my dreams, and all that with that $750,000 that man found, and the feds not look at me like, nah, bitch, you was just broke 2 weeks ago. Here's what I would do. I would continue to work. I would make my student loan payments late. So that way, when they see, okay, she get paid bi-weekly, and she's taking $250 from each check and making the $500 payment, but it always come in late, so it can't be her. I would buy my dream car off Craigslist so that way I could pay cash for it. Now, the hard part is, how do I continue to stay in my apartment, but I'm driving a car that's $140,000? The Fed's gonna come knocking, y'all. I'm still working on this plan, because I wouldn't have gave that money back. That man was blessed. He's gonna be blessed because he turned that money in, because it wasn't rightfully his. But that was a blessing. He ain't done with me yet. God's still working on me. How would I justify buying my mama's house? Because let's be honest, we gonna do for our parents. I would do for my mama. I don't know about my dad. God ain't worked with me that long. But how would I justify? She might have to keep renting. Because her rent would get paid, but we can't buy nothing. Not with my paycheck. So the feds don't come a knocking. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out, because ain't no way I would have gave that money back. Nope, not I. I need to be friends with some of these white collar people going around doing these crimes and shit and learn how they do it. Because clearly the black community ain't got it. Because somebody somewhere know how to clean that money. Because that's dirty money. Somebody somewhere know how to clean it. And I'm trying to figure it out. Even though I ain't got the money. I ain't got it. Trust me. But I'm trying to figure it out. How could I justifiably need to do the stuff that I need to do and not have the feds come knocking? Because I would buy my mama a house. My uncle would get one. My cousin would be set. My little sister damn sure would be set. My nieces and my nephews surely would be set. I'm trying to figure it out. But I know at this point in time, my mind is saying, D, you wouldn't have gave that money back. My heart is saying, D, you know you wouldn't have gave that money back. He ain't done with me yet. I need Frank Lucas. Whoever got Frank Lucas' number, tell him to call me. There's a wheelchair in the deal for him. Because we need to figure out how that man could have cleaned that money and kept that money. And we know the state trooper opened the bag. So I want to know how much he kept of the money before he got the official count. I want to know how much of the money the man pocketed. Because 75 pounds? That's a lot of money. Have y'all Googled it? I'm about to Google it. I'll be right back. Y'all keep in touch. Y'all keep it locked. Right here. I'll be right back. After this short intermission. Okay. I'm no mathematician. But a dollar bill weighs 0.04 ounces, which is equal to 1 gram. 454 grams is equal to 1 pound. So, at 75 pounds, that man had right over $500,000. I'm no mathematician. I'm going to say this again. I'm no mathematician. $500,000? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me at all. I'm keep saying that. Couldn't be me. I'm not even sure if I need to post this video anymore. Couldn't have been me. What's up, Pantheon U? It's the morning of my birthday and I went out celebrating last night. As you can see, I got shades on. And it's overcast outside. It's gonna die today. Hopefully they feel pity on me and send a nigga home. I'm out here with all the rocks and shit. About to have some fun. gonna fire somebody. Somebody getting the boots because I didn't take my ass to sleep at 4 o'clock in the damn morning. Somebody paying for it. Stay tuned in.